Rey Mysterio shares who first saw Dominik Mysterio's heel side. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Rey Mysterio said his wife, Angie Gutierrez, was the first to notice that their son Dominik had a natural heel side in the ring. Speaking on the Club 520 podcast, Rey Mysterio shared his thoughts on seeing his son become Intercontinental Champion and establish himself as a superstar. He said he always believed Dominik would achieve more than he did. He explained that his wife, Angie Gutierrez, was the first to notice that Dominik naturally had a heel side in the ring. It's crazy. Deep down in my thoughts, I've always said or knew that he was going to be something bigger than what I did. I didn't know how. My wife was the first one to point out that she never saw him as the good guy. She always saw him as a bad guy in the ring, which now makes complete sense. She spent more time with him than I did because I was traveling so much, so she was both mom and dad. He praised his son's confidence, saying it surpasses what he had at that age. But to see his growth over the past 4 years and how he just evolved into this character and embraced it and just now completely owns it is awesome, man. Like, his confidence is, I wish I had some of that when I was, his age. I wish I knew what he knows now. When I was his age, I had no clue. I was learning as I was going. But I think the huge factor in this is he was thrown in right away to swim with sharks, and he figured that out. He learned how to swim with sharks. So, I think personally that that's why he's in the spot that he's in now. Is WWE star Liv Morgan joining Zendaya in Euphoria Season 3? WWE star Liv Morgan is reportedly swapping the ring for Euphoria Season 3, with buzz building around a debut in the Zendaya-led hit, even as an official announcement remains pending. File this under unexpected crossovers. WWE star Liv Morgan might be popping up in Euphoria Season 3. Emphasis on might. The rumor mill is churning, the receipts are flimsy, and HBO has not said a word. Still, it's an intriguing one. Here's where this started. A handful of fan and culture accounts are claiming Morgan is set to make her Euphoria debut. I'm talking about posts from at Moon Oblivion and at Culture3Ace on X. My Time Is Now on Facebook, and none of those are official show channels. And as of right now, Morgan is not on any confirmed Season 3 cast list. HBO hasn't issued a press release, the production hasn't acknowledged it, and there's no trade report to back it up. So yeah, keep your salt handy. That said, if this ends up being true, it wouldn't be a random stunt. Morgan has been inching into acting. She did a guest turn on Chucky Season 2 and has been linked to a project titled Bad Lieutenant Tokyo. For the record, that last title is murky in the public listings, so I'm treating it as a reported credit rather than a confirmed one. What is confirmed? She's a legit Euphoria superfan. I watched it so late. I just put it on and right away was like, wow, I can't believe I've never watched this before. I think I watched Season 1 in a day and a half. In a TV Insider chat, Morgan also talked about why the show hits for her. The messiness, the raw edges, the way it tackles addiction, mental health, body image, and other topics TV often tiptoes around. She's especially all in on Zendaya's Rue. I love Rue. I think Zendaya is so talented. I feel she plays the role so effortlessly. Point is, if Morgan did slip into Season 3, it would fit her fandom and the kind of work she's been chasing outside the ring. So what do we actually know about Euphoria Season 3? Production has been in motion this year, and the season is targeting a 2026 release. Deadline has reported a time jump that moves the characters beyond the high school setting. As for whether this is the final season, not officially decided, but it's being floated as a possibility. If you need a refresher on the show's track record, both seasons share an 8.2 on IMDb, with Rotten Tomatoes putting Season 1 at 80% with an 84% audience score, and Season 2 at 78% with an 81% audience score. The first 2 seasons are streaming on Max. Season 3 is slated for 2026. Bottom line, Liv Morgan in Euphoria is a fun rumor with zero official backing so far. If it pans out, it tracks with her tastes and her recent forays into acting. Until HBO says something, it's just that a rumor but not a wild one. John Cena legitimately surprised AJ Styles at Crown Jewel with legendary handwritten introduction. WWE superstar John Cena had a huge surprise for AJ Styles ahead of their match at the Crown Jewel Premium Live event. According to a recent report, the Phenomenal One was not aware of the gesture beforehand. WWE, Brainbuster New, Royal Rumble 2025, Elimination Chamber 2025, Quiz, WWE WrestleMania XL, Roman Reigns, Backstage Pass, Cody Rhodes, Raw, Results, SmackDown, Roster, PPV Schedule, Champions, Home Icon, WWE, WWE Crown, Jewel 2025. John Cena legitimately surprised AJ Styles at Crown Jewel with legendary handwritten introduction. Report. John Cena and AJ Styles at Crown Jewel 2025. Image credits WWE.com. John Cena legitimately surprised AJ Styles at Crown Jewel with legendary handwritten introduction. Report Mall by Ashrit Satija. Modified October 12th, 2025, 15:53 GMT. Comment, discuss. WWE superstar John Cena had a huge surprise for AJ Styles ahead of their match at the Crown Jewel Premium Live event. According to a recent report, the Phenomenal One was not aware of the gesture beforehand. John Cena versus AJ Styles was an incredible match. At WWE Crown Jewel 2025, John Cena and AJ Styles put on an instant classic. Both men paid homage to several legendary names throughout their match, and the contest ultimately ended in the Cenation leader's favor. Their bout also received widespread praise from fans and critics. Before the start of their match, ring announcer Alicia Taylor introduced Cena as the greatest of all time. Following his introduction, the 17-time world champion handed a note to Taylor, asking her to read it for AJ Styles' introduction. In the note, Cena paid homage to the Phenomenal One's legendary career, including his time spent in TNA and his leadership as a former member of the Bullet Club. Styles was visibly surprised by this beautiful gesture, but many thought that it was something that AJ probably would have known beforehand. However, according to the latest report by Fightful, Cena legitimately took the Phenomenal One by surprise, as the latter was not aware of an introduction like that. The report also highlighted that there won't be any backstage issues in WWE, with the mention of AJ Styles' former faction, the Bullet Club. After WWE legend John Cena, AJ Styles will be done with wrestling in 2026. John Cena will hang up his wrestling boots at the end of 2025. After the 17-time world champion's retirement, his longtime rival AJ Styles will also be done with wrestling in 2026. The Phenomenal One has been talking about his retirement for quite some time now. Styles recently revealed that he was planning to end his career next year. At WWE Crown Jewel 2025, legendary commentator Michael Cole also confirmed this news. Cole asked fans to enjoy every bit of AJ Styles, as 2026 will be the final year of his in-ring career. Enjoy it while you can, ladies and gentlemen, because next year will be the final year in the career of that man, AJ Styles, Cole said. It will be interesting to see if the Triple H-led creative team will plan a John Cena-esque farewell tour for AJ Styles in 2026.AEW News Roundup. John Cena pays tribute to absent star. WWE drops Dean Ambrose bombshell. Tony Khan announces huge match. Welcome to the latest edition of Sports Keto Wrestling's AEW News Rumor Roundup. Today, we're covering stories involving top pro wrestling stars, including John Cena, Jon Moxley, and Tony Khan. Among others, John Cena paid tribute to an absent AEW star at WWE Crown Jewel 2025. Meanwhile, WWE dropped a massive Jon Moxley reference at the pay-per-view, and Tony Khan has announced a huge trios match for the upcoming edition of Dynamite. This and more as we navigate the top news coming out of the All Elite Wrestling universe. Let's get straight into it. Max Caster confirms the Acclaimed will not reunite. Max Caster has officially stated that his former tag team, the Acclaimed, will not be reuniting, despite recent appearances alongside former teammate. However, in a backstage interview after the match, Caster made it clear that fans should not expect a permanent reunion. "This is not the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed is not coming back. I don't know why everybody wants a sequel. You say you want Daywit, but you don't want it. You don't want to see another one. It was a moment in time. All you want is the moment. All you want is nostalgia," said Caster recent episodes of AEW Collision, defeating Big Bill and Brian Keith. Their reunion had given rise to speculations that the Acclaimed might be returning full-time, especially after securing 2 back-to-back victories on television. However, in a backstage interview after the match, Caster it clear that fans should not expect a permanent reunion. At WWE Crown Jewel 2025, wrestling fans witnessed a nostalgic but iconic match between John Cena and AJ Styles. The Never Seen 17, who was on his farewell tour during the bout, appeared to pay a subtle tribute to AEW star Paul White, FKA Big Show. During the match, Styles tried to use Cena's signature 5-knuckle shuffle on him, but the last real champion countered with a powerful chokeslam, a maneuver commonly associated with Paul White, formerly known as the Big Show. It is worth noting that Cena also incorporated moves reminiscent of The Undertaker, Randy Orton, and the late Bray Wyatt in the match.